What's up and welcome to the TheInkPad.shop version 3. My name is Ink. I'm a poet and clothing designer in the DMV area. I have a clothing brand called The TheInkPad, and it pretty much is me turning my apartment into a creative studio where I'm creating my best work. And yeah, we just moved, which means the TheInkPad just moved. Not only my personal home, but also my creative studio. So we'll give you a little tour, a little kind of empty apartment tour. I do have all the stuff here, but I haven't put it up. Okay, so we got the door right here. We have a pretty big hallway area right here. I want to get like a thing for like a shoe rack and some decorations. I've never been one to have a bunch on my walls, but I really want to make it feel more homey here. We got pretty decent sized closet right here, but I just have all my clothing brand stuff in here. We'll go to the bathroom a little later. Get to walking, and boom. This place is a little smaller than my old place, but it's significantly better in quality. So let me turn the lights on. Got the kitchen. There's so much cabinet space. Like, I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do with all of this. Like, bro, what is this? Let me show you something. Like, where'd I go? What's up? Welcome to MTV Cribs. My name is, let me stop. But no, this is like a ridiculous amount of space. So yeah, it's a bunch of just cabinet space. My gosh, we got a nice stainless steel situation going on here. I don't know how much you would want to see, like me just going in and opening up the cabinets. I don't think I'm about to do all that. I do have this kitchen counter that I had bought when I got my first studio. My studio was like 325 square feet, and we've made so many upgrades. I'll probably do a little montage of just moving into my first studio like 2.5 years ago, moving into my first one-bedroom apartment. This is my second one-bedroom apartment, which is, like I said, better everything, better amenities, quality of service, better experience overall. But let's keep going. See, we got some bar stools to go with the little kitchen cabinet thing. I bought this off of Wayfair. It's got some, some space. I was actually using this as my workbench because my last place had an island, and I would use this to fold shirts and stuff on, but given that I don't have an island and I do want one, got the little breakfast bar situation, probably keep that there. But then we're gonna have office area here. I like to put up stuff like vision board kind of stuff on the walls for my clothing brand. Then we'll have like my desk, and I'll get my desktop set up there. I already got a clothing rack up, so I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do all of that. Got the boxes over here. I'm thinking of having the TV up there, and then I want like a little L-shape type couch right here. That's all I kind of have figured out for the decorations. Maybe get a little rug situation. As you can see, we have a bunch of nice lighting. And this is one of the coolest parts. We got a balcony. I really feel like I'm moving on up. I put my turf down here. But yeah, the view is crazy. Cause you mean to tell me I could just come out here, like I could be outside, but in my apartment at the same time? Like, I feel spoiled. Don't ask me if I can afford this place. We speaking stuff into existence, but okay, let's get to the bedroom. This is what we're working with. This bedroom is actually significantly bigger. Even like, I don't know if you could tell, like the walls are like really freaking huge. And I need to move that because my laptop might fall. But yeah, I'd never had a bed, well, not never, but since I moved on my own, I haven't had a bed frame. I used to just have the bed on a box spring. But I decided I didn't want to bring it. It's a bit dingy, and this motivated me to actually get a bed frame. My mama might help me out buying that. And then we have another gym, this closet. It's huge. I really don't have that many clothes of my own, so I gotta figure out what all I'm gonna do with this room. And then the second thing that's a significant upgrade, what? We got in-unit washer and dryer. I have always told myself that whenever I'm able to afford an in-unit washer and dryer, then I have made it, okay? And we have made it, my friends. Like, bro, I could just wash whenever I want. I could have clean drawers whenever I want. I mean, I wasn't out here wearing dirty drawers, but it's more so I would wait till I had my last pair, you know what I'm saying? But that's TMI. Then we got the bathroom. Huh. Cool. Bathroom is, like, the ceiling is freaking huge. What am I supposed to do with all this space? I was telling my friend, I was like, I gotta get a couple girlfriends, because, like, this is the extent of what I need. And maybe some floss. Like, I gotta figure out some trinkets to keep here. But, the tub is absolutely huge. Like, bro, do you know how many women I could fit in here? I'm gonna cut that out. Maybe I won't. But yeah, it's a lot of cabinet space too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a ridiculous amount of stuff for, like, I don't use that much in the bathroom. And actually we even have a medicine cabinet. Like, just an extra mirror. You just put an extra mirror in here. But yes, that is the ThinkPad 0.3. I say 0.3 because the actual, like, 1.0 would be when I'm able to afford a creative studio that's outside of my actual living space. But yeah, like I said, the ThinkPad was a name that my community on Instagram actually came up with and voted on. And it was just me naming my creative studio where I make my clothing designs, my warehouse for my clothing, and also, you know, my poetry and my other arts. And we really, like, stepped up significantly. I left the other place because I was dealing with some issues with the apartment and maintenance, and I won't get into that right here. But I'm really grateful to be able to even, you know, get approved for something like this. Like I said, I don't know if it's in the budget right now with the way my accounts look right now, but I'm definitely a big believer in speaking stuff into existence, and so I do feel like the risk is worth it. I thought about moving home so I could save, but that would have been like the safe route that would also have made me very unhappy, or I just know I wouldn't, like, thrive in that environment. So yeah, this is the ThinkPad. I'm excited to see how things develop. I'll take you along how I, you know, furnish everything. I never really furnished my other place too, so this is a bunch of new beginnings, and the clothing brand is growing so much. We just crossed 5 figures in the brand itself, and we're at 9K specifically in clothing, and then it's like 2K in just me performing, and then yeah, so just the brand and the ink in general is on its way up, and I'm excited to see what we have. So thank you for tagging along, Corey, 30-year-old Corey. When you look back at this, you know, just know that it's been a hard few months, I know, but we finna make it through, and we doing this for you, to set you up for the future, for you and your family and what have you. So, thank you for watching, and go create something.